Welcome everyone. This is another YouTube member coaching. So if you didn't know, what I'm doing is I selected 4 random YouTube members to cast their game to make sure they can improve a little bit and be better. Right now we are coaching the pink Ayyubid gamer, played on a quick patch, Ancient Spires. Let's see how we're gonna play. We're gonna ignore water, which is fine because some people does not like to play on water, correct? So let's see what will happen here. So he started with 6 on berries, which is fine, and he went 1 on sheep, which is weird because what I always suggest to people to do is 6 on food, right? 6 on food and 2 on gold. You can send 1 villager to build a mining camp and 1 villager to build a house. You don't need to immediately build a house. You can build it a little bit later when you need it, or you build it with your second villager that comes out from the TC and goes to the gold. So let's see what happens a little bit later. This is a basic Ayyubid. He sends 3 on gold and 8 on food. Interesting. Military wing reinforcement. Okay, this is a very old Ayyubid build. So back in the day, we did military wing reinforcement because that was the most strongest one, since you got the first desert raider out immediately. Okay, so he gets the first desert raider out. Now all you need to do is scout your opponent, see what they are doing, if they are doing 2TC, 1TC, fast castle, all in, etc. So as I see your resource alignment, I'm not sure what is the point right now. You're even getting a double brodex with only 4 villager. Now that's not really good, because usually we get economical upgrades when we are sure that we will have a lot of villager on each resources. Let's say if you know most of the time you will have 10 villager on wood, then get double broadexes. If you know you will not get the 10 villager on wood, don't get the double broadexes. It's just not worth it. But if you know you're gonna have like non-stop 10 villager on gold or wood or food, then just get the tier 1 economical upgrade. When you have like 20 or 25, let's say 25 on that one same resource for a long time, right? Then get the level 2 tier upgrade, economical tier upgrade, right? Like the lumber preservation, when you 100% sure you're gonna get like 20-25 villager on the resource. But getting double brodex this early on and just getting up the resources doesn't make sense. The reason why we are not sending villagers to wood early this on, because you are now banking. You don't need to bank the resource, right? You don't need to bank it at all. Because if you send these villagers to food or gold, you would have your age up way much faster, right? And when you are aging, you can send like, let's say 10 villager to wood. So during the age up, you can send the 10 villager to wood, and you will have the wood for whatever, whichever resource you need, right? So let's say 10 villager from food, send it to the wood. Now you have 10 villager on wood. You will gather the wood. You will build the mosque. I don't know, like stable as production building, archer range as production building, or barrack as your first production building. But having the 4 villager on wood, like for like 7 minutes, I don't know how long was it, but yeah, just banking resources. That doesn't do anything, which slows down your castle. Like it slows down your castle a lot. So let's see. You are picking the next age up will be growth. Now, which is fine because you are not getting berries, so you are saving the food. But also, what you can do is to like send 1 villager to each berries, right? And just don't let the berry to be emptied out. So now splitting up the villagers, few goes gold. and stable. Alright. Maybe some natural resource as like getting deer. But again, like having that amount of wood in the bank is just a huge mistake. And again, it delayed your castle age a lot. You would be castle up like 1-2 minutes faster. So this is again insanely huge mistake. You did some raid, you even killed one villager, which is really nice. I'm assuming you killed a horseman as well. Or maybe it was a scout. Really nice, doing some damage. Oh, that's a horseman, because 120 resource. Too stable. Okay, I guess that's gonna become a lancer very, very soon. Let's see. Okay, villager goes to Barry, and you immediately queued up the camel lancer. Now, the best thing you can do with stables and camel lancer. Now, if you are a low elo player, let's say around platinum or under platinum, around platinum, you can do camel lancer gulam, or you can do if you want to practice your micro, be better at the micro, because what I said first, like the camel lancer gulam, is like for, you know, like those players who doesn't micro, who don't care if the enemy makes crossbow, etc. But if you want to reach higher rank and be better and be stronger, a very, very nice player, you immediately build archer range and make archer. Okay, so you open up with camel lancers. After that, you make archer ranges and just make archers with camel lancers. With archers, you can counter the enemy spearman crossbow, and with camel lancer, you just charge in and do a hell lot of damage. Getting the steel arrow and the sultan mamluks for those archers are very, very nice as well. But so far, this is a really nice play. So this is a nice but not efficient play of Ayyubid, because if you want a little bit wood, just get to the stagger trees around your TC. Do not build a single building on your stagger tree, but rather get it up. Build a tower on your gold. Let's say a tower here and a tower here. After that, age up, of course. But having that 4 villager on wood for that long time really slowed up your age. And you need to replenish. So early on in the game, I'm gonna say it's insanely important to always check your villagers and build a next lumber camp immediately. Okay, camel lancers and some camel raiders. Collecting the relic, it's very, very important. So let's say if the enemy had spearmen, like a lot of spearmen, in this scenario, the archers would be so good for you. Very, very good for you. Archering is coming up. I wish archers will come out of them. We can lancer. No upgrade yet, but I hope it's the archers. Getting these. So in this build, the 3 most important upgrade that you need to get is Steel Arrow, Iron Under Mesh, and Sultan Mamluk's upgrade. So that's the 3 upgrades you immediately need to get. From here, you just need to get the archers. You need to upgrade your archer first, and after that, make the archers. Okay. You did a really nice raid, killed 4 villager total, and make sure you are making villagers. Crossbow is a huge mistake. First of all, crossbow is only good against armor target, right? In this scenario, your opponent doesn't have any armor target, and most of the time they will not make armored unit against you. Even if they do, they will lose, because the Camel Lancer Desert Raider applies a debuff on the enemy knights which is a heavy unit, right? The camel unease. The Minotaur will not do very well against the camel lancers, and against elephant, I think crossbow is good against elephant, but in these scenarios you just want to make archer, so making crossbow is a huge mistake. Crossbow is only good against armored target. Two main armored target is Minotaur and Knight. Some other civilization would name their Minotaur differently, like Palace Guard, or Varangian Guard, or Guard, Earth's Guard. So try to skip those crossbows and immediately go for the archers, because you need to micro your units. And always make sure to kill the enemy crossbow. Now, this is not good. Like, you are trying to check if he's trading. I'm 100% sure nobody would trade. Or maybe you were trying to find the relics. But if you were trying to find the relics, then you should know there are only 5 relics in 1 versus 1. There are some cases when there are like 6 relic, example Mongolian hides. But, you know, that's only Mongolian hide, where you can find 6 relic. So another big mistake players do, they idle out their military, which means they are not doing anything, either not moving them or just literally not raiding, not attacking, just staying ground, right? You just don't move at all, which is a huge mistake, because you invested resources in this unit, in this army. You need to put these units on the opponent side and do damage with them. Again, archer would be 100,000% better than crossbow. And you're running around a lot. You should already attacking your opponent. This is delaying, which there are many cases even in pro play that sometimes they delay to kill their opponent and they actually lose because of that. So you should be already going inside his base and try to do damage with your camels. Even if there is like a secret side victory triggered in, it's fine to just build keeps around them and just go in immediately. But going left to right like this, it's just delaying and giving more time. Let's say your opponent played a little bit better, right? Then you are actually losing this game, because he set up like a full crazy economy, right? He has 1,500 food per minute. Also, he got gold from the taxes, etc. Yeah, not attacking it. So this is a huge mistake of not going inside of his base with a huge army like this. You still didn't make a single archer to counter the spearman and the enemy crossbow. Because the Desert Raider camel lancers will do the job what your crossbow will do, right? They are doing the job of the crossbow, hitting the heavy units and also dealing with the horseman knight. So crossbow doesn't need against knight, and crossbow doesn't need against Minotaur in this scenario, because both Desert Raider and Camel Lancer will deal against knights and Minotaurs. Farms are nice. You could have go a second TC as well. When you made a sure that you have map control, you could have just make a second TC. I think in this situation you don't need Manjanik. In this situation you can either go to Tower of Sultan or battering rams. Manjanik is really nice, but a ram or a Tower of Sultan will destroy these buildings 2-3 times faster, right? than a Manjanic. Also, Manjanic is really good against like destroying the farms rather than doing this. This is also not bad, but I'm just saying that Rams or Tower of the Sultan would do the same thing, or would do the thing that's faster. And we are making crossbow only against armored target, which is again Meltam and Knight. At the same time on the base, okay, production building, trying to reach higher and higher golden age. Maybe a keep here as well when you build the first keep on this. Try to build a keep much closer to the second side, because if you are fighting against enemy, there's a higher chance that you will get oil on them, the burning oil. Because the more further away from the second side, the less chance that you will burning oil your opponent, right? And GG gets goal. So these are all the small mistakes that you need to do to play a little bit better Ayyubid. But I can say that this is a really nice Ayyubid. Really like meta Ayyubid. Just need to fix these small mistakes and it's gonna be even much better.